Today we're going to be doing a video on how to replace the ace rod kit. As you can see right here, this is after you've taken out the keybed from the piano. This is for repairing an issue when a keybed keys hang low. This is a job we're going to actually be doing. Now, as you can see here, you're going to need an electrical screw gun or perhaps a regular Phillips screwdriver to do this job. Also, you're going to need a hammer or a mallet. Okay. You also get on this kit, you get 4 punch rods. You get 2 poly-coated rods, which are going to be the ones that replace inside, and then the grease, a synthetic grease. There's also a plastic that I think comes with the kit. I don't use that. The way I do this job, I make it very simple, and it'll do the job. So why don't we get started? First thing you're going to need to do is, on each end, there's an end cap, and that's where the ace rod is located at. So I'm going to use my regular screwdriver. The other side is already taken off. This is just for the purpose of the video. If you can see this hole right there, that's where the rod is at. So we got to take this out. So the way to do this, the way I do it, make it very simple. I grab the actual synthetic grease. And I'm using these rubber gloves that actually come with the kit as well. And what I do is, I actually grease up the rods. Okay? And I'm going to use this hammer and start over here to start tapping out. So what I do, I use this end right here and I grease up the rod. I start tapping with a hammer. As you can see, it's already going in through, and I keep greasing up this rod. So inside the keybed, it starts actually taking out the rod that's inside. If you can look at the other side real quickly, the rods are popping out. There's going to be a total of 8 inside. There's going to be a little one and 7 of these right here. So I'm going to go back where I'm at and continue and start tapping. A lot of times you might get space in between and it might get stuck. If it gets stuck, what you need to do is you need to check each one of these right here. There might be a gap, and then what happens, these hammers get out of place and it prevents from the rod to go through. So let's continue what we're doing. This job should take you no less than within 5 minutes, I would say, to do this. So as you're counting the time on the video, you're going to see how fast this job will be. Okay, so tapping away. Like right now, it got stuck. And the way to fix this, what I do is I go and check the hammers, make sure they're there's one that's not stuck, or I put this back in to even out the inside. See, that fixed the job. See, now it worked. So there has to be something inside every time you do this. If not, it's gonna get stuck. But see how easy it is? If you do it the right way the first time, it's gonna fix your issue. And I keep using this grease to tap out the old rods. So far we got 3 now, and I'm gonna keep using this greasing up these rods. You get a total of 4. And continue hammering away. Now, as you're doing this, it's going to get smoother and smoother and smoother. Again, it got stuck. You see that? So I bet you anything, there needs to be something inside at all times. And that's what I'm doing. There you go. There you go again. By the time you get to the 4th rod, if you did it the right way by greasing up the punch rods, which are the ones that you get with the keybed, with the ace rod kit, you should be able to glide these rods, and that means it's ready for the poly-coated rod to go inside. So I grease the whole thing in here, and watch this. Boom! I just glided it with my hand, and that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be done. Now I know for a fact, once I did that, now I can use these rods. These are the ones you have to be careful with, because if you look at each end right here, you can rip this latex coating. I'm not sure what material they're using, but I grease up the same thing with this procedure. You're going to have to grease up the poly-coated rods. And once you do this, this is how simple it is. See what I'm doing now? I'm greasing up the rods, you know. And again, when you put these rods in, you have to be very careful. So watch this. I'm going to be very careful because I don't want to rip this out. I do a little tap. and then I use my hands, grab on. See how easy that goes in? That's the way you know you're doing the job right, and you're not ripping the actual film on the rods. So one inside is in. Now the old, if you look over here in this video, the old punch rods are here now too. See how the other ones are smaller versus the ones that you get with that? Since they're out, I want you to look at that side. I'm going to be punching in the poly-coated rod inside again. And see how the other ones are going to start coming out. Punching through. See how they come out? Those are the ones that I punched in. So now you have the ones that came with the kit. But I want you to go back over here once again. This part right here, I'm going to glide it through again by hand. I don't even have to hammer it anymore, because these are the kind of poly-coated material. And that's it. Very simple. So once I've done that, I take my gloves off. I'm sorry. And then I turn the keybed all around. And all the keys should be back to normal. Yeah, that's it. Very simple video. I don't know how many minutes it is, but that's how long it took me. That's how long it could take you if you do it the right way. Take your time. Reverse the steps in case you don't understand it. Just go back to a certain step you're missing. You could also reply or message me on YouTube in case you have any questions. But this is how you do the ace rod kit. And again, this is all you need. Very simple. And anybody, Joe Blow, can actually do this job if you're willing to do it. And if you feel mechanical. Thank you very much. That's pretty much it.